Live. We're finally live.
You're live. We're here. All right, yo, D-Pad, do your best PMC tweet situation.
I actually don't see it live yet, so.
No, we're live.
We're gonna be just don't bother looking for it. Just hop on it.
You horse, turn off the face cam
Why should I?
because it's not your Twitch, and they're gonna be like, J Specs is in white.
You made it. You don't know that.
I mean, I stream a lot. So
Send me that logo
in
in this too, and
all right, hold on.
that way I can just go and throw it in there. Just throw that cleanness in there.
So we're live right now.
We are live right now.
All right, let me see.
It's showing offline.
It's gonna be delayed a little bit, but I mean I'm streaming just fine. It's got a good upload speed.
Oh wait, I didn't mean to send that in here.
That's okay.
Rip.
Yeah, it's all right. I'll just pull it.
Got
from there.
it though.
Yeah, so I'll pull it. I'll just pull it from here.
Well, hello, PMC fans. It is that time again for the D-League draft. We are sorry for the tardiness, but we are here and we are hyped. And let's get this shindig going, shall we?
Yep. Give me a half second. You're gonna see something pop up.
Ah, there go the good old the good old logo.
Here we go. The Dugo.
That's literally all I see is the logo right now.
Don't worry, it'll pop. It'll be back to the thing. Alright, we should be good.
Alright, so well, with me here today I have, of course, the Phantom Base, and I also have a good friend of mine, D-Pad Gamer, an analyst with us. If you watched the analyst intro, you would know that he is one of us. He has joined the team. D-Pad, how do you feel about being here today, my friend?
I am so hyped. I cannot wait to get this thing going.
And while Tyler is sitting here doing his best brand of on-screen live editing,
Latino
we're going to sit here and wait till we get that first overall draft pick from the Mesquite Mesprits.
Oh, and it looks like it is live.
What is live? The pick?
Oh, let me go back. I don't know why it's popping so
fast.
fast.
There we go. And with the first pick of the first ever PMC D-League, good lord. Now the second pick just...
It freaked out. We're good. We're good. We're good. We're good. We're good. We're good.
It just went crazy. Hello?
Hello.
Well, yes, like I was saying, the first pick of the PMC's first ever D-League draft goes to Kyle, coach of the Mesquite Mesprits, and he chooses Mega Metagross. Now, if you weren't aware, we are suspect testing Mega Metagross as well as a list of other mons. It is the first of a lot of crazy additions.
We also, just so you're aware of the next picks, we have added Protean Greninja, we have added the Mega Lottie Twins, we have added Genesect, and then obviously Volcanian's been added, and Hoopa Unbound has been added as well. So that's our list of newly added Pokemon. I believe that's all of them, isn't it? Hello?
Hold on, I'm here. I'm sorry. Somebody messaged me on Twitter. Let me go ahead and... Hey, official Migo. It is Aiden here for the stream. What's poppin', Aiden? Another one of our analysts who will be joining us in and out during the stream.
Nadia. Alright, so...
Alright,
it looks like our second pick is in.
Do your best retweet action on the stream, because the league just tweeted it out. And yeah, people. Yeah. And with the second pick of the PMC draft, the Maryland Mienchows have taken Starmie. Very interesting pick to follow up behind Mega Metagross.
Especially with it being
Did you just rip? Tyler? Did Tyler just rip? I think he ripped, people.
I think we lost him.
We might have just lost the Phantom Pony, but D-Pad, how do you feel about that second pick, my friend?
It's a smart pick, to be honest. Grab your spinner right off the bat, and to have a strong spinner, potentially one of the best, arguably. I know you'll argue with me on the best spinner, but it definitely is one of the best spinners in the
Yeah, I
game.
mean, that it's my top 3 as far as spinners. I would say it's between that, Excadrill, and probably I want to say Fortress, just because Fortress doesn't really get affected by hazards that much,
Yeah,
and
Fortress.
it comes into toxic spites free.
Yeah,
So it doesn't really take any damage basically at all.
and the only
So
reason that
welcome back from the void, Tyler.
yeah, somehow my headphones got turned down and my mic got muted. I was talking the entire time.
That's because you're a horse.
Most likely.
Let me get some tweet action in my stream.
Excuse me. I had to sneeze.
Wow.
And it looks like our next pick is in.
The next pick is in, pick 3.
It is, and it looks like we have we have what I believe is Trev, and coach of the Atlanta Braviaries takes Landorus Incarnate as his first pick.
Lando with his first pick. You know what? You guys want to have Trev come and join this?
Let's do it. Come on, Trev.
All right, hey, yeah, let's get Trev.
Come here and talk about your pick.
Through, bruh. Come explain your first overall pick. Shout out to my boy Kyle, who had the literal first overall pick. He couldn't be here. I'm pretty sure he's at work, but
Rip him and Dominus.
Yeah, he was pretty much confirmed to take Mega Metagross way before we even got to the draft. He wanted that thing 100%.
And he knew.
And is Trev Rip? Trev, are you Rip?
Well, it would appear that Trev has gone bye-bye. Unless
looks like Trev is Rip. So I mean, hey, we'll have him come back later. No worries, people. Everybody is here, but I mean, everybody's doing different things every once in a while. Let's is the next pick in?
The next pick is in, and with the 4th pick overall in the draft, the Voltzarks and their coach Dolphin Squared take Mega Aerodactyl.
Ooh, the Dolph. Hashtag Squeakums. Drafted the one and only Mega Aerodactyl. Now, I hardly ever see this Mega in draft format. How do you guys feel about it?
This thing is an absolute monster. It's got incredibly high speed and attack, coupled with tough claws. Like, all of its attacks are just ridiculously strong after that. And it's really
To be honest, it is the only thing that a Mega Lopunny fears.
That is true. It literally is.
It's the only Mega that can outspeed him and take him out in a single hit.
Exactly. Yeah.
And people, I would just like to say welcome to the Dugo, another analyst that will be joining us, giving his expert opinion on these sorts of things. How do you feel about the Mega Aerodactyl pick, Bird?
Well, first of all, good day, jabronis.
Yeah.
Secondly, I like it. I think Mega Aerodactyl is kind of underrated in a draft-based format because obviously you have a lot of other decent flying type megas that are lurking around, like, you know, your Megazard Wires and whatnot, but it has a very nice speed tier. It has Hone Claws, which means that Stone Edge rarely misses, has access to all the Fang moves. So it's definitely got some versatility. The one thing I don't like about Aerodactyl is the fact that it's very, very frail, and in a draft-based format, it's very easy to tech a Choice Scarf Pokemon to outspeed it. But then again, with I think Aerodactyl having that base 145 speed, you're going to need a pretty decent Choice Scarf to outspeed it. So I think it's a pretty good pick.
Yeah, definitely. And with that, we're actually on to the next pick. And speaking of Zards, the Bermuda Tri-Attacks take Megazard X. Mega Charizard.
My boy Kai. Yo, one, shout out to his logo being one of the cleanest logos I've ever seen.
It is true. It is very true.
2, shout out to him for being a lord and taking Zard X right before my boy Max wanted to take Zard X, because that is his mascot / favorite Pokemon.
I love Charizard X. It's so strong, and the typing is very, very, very unique. I mean, only other Pokemon that shares is Reshiram, and this is definitely a good pickup, and you can definitely build easily around it though.
What's amazing to me about Zard X is that you can run it defensively and wall things. It's crazy.
It is ridiculous. and especially because of that typing it's got. That's what makes it so easy to run defensive. But
The one thing though is he'll probably need a decent rapid spinner or a defogger to get it in pretty safely to start with, just in case rocks are there. Because obviously, regular Charizard before Mega Evolving has that 4 times rock weakness.
Yeah, either that or you have to lead it, but then it becomes predictable.
Yeah. So, what about your thoughts there, J Specs?
About Zard X, I don't know. I mean, I like it. It's very hard to prep for. I mean, you pretty much need a very bulky rock type to be able to take hits from this thing. I mean, it's a D-Dan sweeper, one of the best D-Dan sweepers in the game, in my opinion. It's just the fact that it's so weak to rocks pre-Mega Evolution, man, is what gets me. It's like unless you lead with it, it's very hard for you to get this thing in clean.
I mean, and even after Mega Evolving, it is still weak to rocks, taking 25% every time it comes in. So it means that if you don't have a solid way of getting rid of the hazards, it isn't going to be as effective constantly coming in.
And speaking of a Pokemon that could be a threat, we have the next picked in from the Baltimore Orioles and their Coach Choice CJ pick up Manaphy first.
Mm-hmm.
So, what do you guys think?
Sorry, I was eating pizza as that choice came up, so I was like enjoying the pizza, but also enjoying the pick. So,
pizza.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, Manaphy is a phenomenal Pokemon in this format. Tail Glow is freaking broken, and it's a lot better on Manaphy than it is on something like Volbeat.
Everything's better on Manaphy than it is on Volbeat.
Except for Thunder Wave, because that's why Volbeat's good. But
that's true, Prankster.
Manaphy is incredibly versatile. I mean, you talk about the Tail Glow 3 attacks. You can run the Carmine Rain Dance set. You can even run a defensive, because people forget that Manaphy does get access to moves like U-Turn, allowing Manaphy to actually be a pretty decent pivot for a team, and it is definitely a very, very solid open. It's again, like Zardex, it's a really hard Pokemon to wall. With the fact that it can set up a Tail Glow, and then effectively, like, say you have like a Grass type coming in, you can just Ice Beam that. You have maybe another Water type coming in, does get access to Energy Ball, so it definitely has a lot of options for a lot of threats.
I'd say definitely, and like you said, this Pokemon has the ability to set up for days. And if you brought it on a rain team, this thing could just click rest in the rain and then be woken up instantly. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, I love that it can wall.
It literally can sit in front of almost anything, and it gets so much coverage. It gets Energy Ball, it gets Dazzling Gleam, it gets Psychic. I mean, this thing gets a crazy amount of coverage. So definitely a great pickup. One of the better picks in draft format, in my opinion, especially of the base 100 spreads. Manaphy's definitely
of the Pixies, yeah.
Yeah, from the Pixies.
I think Manaphy, Mew, Jirachi are the big three. Oh, and Victini, I suppose you could put up there, but
so, yeah,
they are all very good.
And speaking of Victini, the Windsor Weebiles and their coach Evil Orso take Victini, and I believe Orso is here if he wants to talk about his pick. Orso, if you are here, come join us.
Young Evil Orso, bruh. If you want to come through and explain that Victini pickup, by all means, come on down. Price is indeed right.
I think he's in the wrong chat.
Oops,
Alright, well, somebody message him and tell him to join the other chat. Price is indeed right.
Say, hey,
Orso, he's in the wrong chat.
Orso, join this other chat over here, the Talk About Picks Here chat.
Really talk at the moment, so with that, just rip Orso, everyone. Rip Orso.
Hold on,
chat.
I got him on. Are you here, Orso? Oh, he can't talk. He can't talk at the moment. So.
Indeed, not too many clean switch-ins to a choice banded Victini.
Can we talk about how this thing was the kill leader in PMC Season 1? By none other than yours truly. Even the fact that my record was terrible, Victini's was not. So.
And J-Specs put it right on the button. Like, V-Create is insane. 180 base power is just insane enough. But the other thing you factor in is, like J-Specs said, if it's banded, or if it's Expert Belt, or God forbid, like, I've seen people use, like, Sunny Day Victini with V-Create just because, like,
it hits that
show me the switching in the sun.
Yeah.
But it is, like, it's very, very terrifying. Again, it's another Pokemon that has access to U-Turn, and like Manaphy, although it doesn't have the same setup opportunities, I think it gets Carmine, I'm not 100%, but
sadly,
it doesn't really need it because the thing is, like, you just run a Scarfed or you run a Banded or E-Bell, and it has so many different options to it. It is very reversal. I think it's one of the things that it kind of has over Manaphy, is that Manaphy is basically kind of rendered to being a setup one, whereas Victini is more of just a powerhouse kind of slamming
Victini
through
is a wall
walls.
breaker. He just punches.
Yeah, exactly.
Victini.
Exactly. Yeah.
And on top of that, once again, Victini's coverage is ridiculous. I think he gets every type of attack in the game, barring ground type. Like it gets.
And he can
boost.
have HP. He can have HP ground.
Exactly, and you've got your
You
coverage.
I think it doesn't get steel coverage. I can't remember. I don't think Victini learns Flash Cannon.
No, it doesn't. But you're right. But it does once again get the hidden power. You can pretty much slap that
Oh, yeah,
coverage on
yeah,
it with
yeah.
other three moves. He gets bolt strike.
Yeah,
he
rest in
gets-
peace, Diancie. Yeah, I was gonna say rest in peace, Diancie with HP Steel.
Yeah, no kidding. And Victini gets bolt strike. He gets U-turn. He gets power up punch. He gets trick.
And not to mention, it's not even just about the physical set, because obviously it gets access to things like Blue Flare and Thunder and Psychic and Psyshock, so it gives it the opportunity to.
And he gets dash.
Yeah,
So
so
it's ridiculous.
It is, I think, even harder to wall than Manaphy, because Manaphy can set up in your face, and that's fine. You can maybe deal with that. But Victini can be so versatile. The thing you think can wall Victini won't wall Victini.
And don't forget that this Pokemon's most underrated and yet should be most overused move is Glaciate, because it is.
True.
And the only other move obviously that gets abused is V-Create, but that's V-Create. And
No, you're definitely right. Glacier is very underrated.
now moving on to the next pick, the Maximum Charizards and their coach Max take Hippowdon as their first pick. Is Max?
Yo, I swear, where is Max? Where is Max? Max, where are you, bro?
I don't think he's here.
I'm gonna
I
find.
smell a sand team.
Yeah, he's not here right now. It's just sad. But let's talk about the fact that Hippowdon is one of the greatest walls in the game.
Yeah, but it does not warrant a first round pick.
pick.
The least bit.
No, I don't. I agree with that 100%. Hippowdon's not a first round pick by any stretch, but you also got to remember he got sniped in Megazord X. So,
No, we also have to remember this is his first time in draft format, period. So he was just going for mons that he's comfortable with using. So in that sense, you can't really be mad at him. All you can do is try to guide him going forward.
especially for the fact that
To be fair,
yeah, go ahead.
can I just say, to be fair, I think he might know what he's doing here, because let's be honest, just before we saw that somebody's picked up Megazord X, and what Max has just done is picked up one of the best Megazord X counters in the actual game right now. OU.
Yeah,
Hippowdon.
Oh, wait,
barring-
people. I think Max might be here.
hello.
Might be able to grab the Max
Well,
to have him explain this wonderful pick.
The old Max Potion.
yeah.
Max
Revive.
Power.
Max Revive.
Oh, true. Max Ether.
Maximum Charizards. For the record, he had me make his logo, and I debated for the longest time putting as many Charizards into one little picture as I could.
Should have, man. Like checkerboard Charizards, like you do it like on a desktop computer.
I seriously considered it because I needed the maximum amount of Charizards in there, but I didn't want to be that guy. So
You should have done like a Charizard.
No worries,
inside
but
Charizard.
we can move on without him. Go ahead, move on.
Look,
Okay.
okay, just to summarize, bulky ground type, access to rocks as well as whirlwind, so fuck, use Ardex,
it also
pretty
gets-
much.
It also gets
This is
Roar if
how-
you don't want to use Whirlwind. If you want to hit
Yeah.
behind a sub, and then on top of that, this thing a good friend of mine has taught me an EV spread on this thing that makes it live almost every unboosted hit in the game. So that
Well,
being said,
and again, it's not that it's a bad pick by any means. More that it's a surprise as a first.
that is true. Well, also you got to remember that Misty picked up Drapion as her first pick in the PMC Season 1. She did.
And you have
decent.
to remember that somebody has already picked up Mega Aerodactyl as their first pick.
That is very true. You don't usually see that as first pick. Anyway, we're moving on, and the Washington Talonflames and their coach Spencer take Mega Scizor as the first pick, and I know for a fact that Spencer is here. I'm almost positive Spencer is here, and I would
Snip, bitches.
I would like to get him into this young. chat.
So suspenseful. Let me spam some Spencer in the chat. You guys.
Yeah, he's in.
Hey,
the
Spence.
here. Do you care to chime in on why you chose Mega Scizor? Because quite frankly, I think it's a horrible Mega in the format. So, do you care to prove me wrong, my friend?
Hello?
I think you scared him away, J Specs.
Oh my! I didn't mean to hurt his Scissor's
Japheth,
feelings.
yeah, you hurt his feelings, man. Mega Sizzle's amazing
No,
in this
he's here.
format.
I think he's here now. Spencer?
Spence. My only reason why I'm not the biggest fan of Scizor is because, unlike regular Scizor, it can literally do nothing to protect it from its fire weakness other than have switch-ins to fire Pokemon.
I think Scizor is actually a better pick than Mega Scizor for a counter league.
True.
Yeah,
See, I'm gonna.
same with how I
I'm-
feel about
I'm-
Maga Alakazam and Alakazam.
To be fair on Mega Alakazam, though, at least it's threatening with a base 150 speed and 175 special attack.
I mean,
I think,
any form of Alakazam is threatening,
That
to
is
be
very true.
honest.
To be honest. Oh, and that's if you trace the sheer force, it's GG from Mega Alakazam.
GGSNB, huh?
Yeah,
Huh?
Wobbuffet.
Hey, to be fair, can I just say something for Mega Sizzle here because I feel like it's getting a bit of a bad rap. Like, don't get me wrong, I agree. Like, Sizzle is probably better than Mega Sizzle because versatility, sure, makes a lot of sense, and that's great. The thing about Mega Sizzle that's so good is you have even more bulk added onto this Pokemon, so it can actually tank hits a lot better. It's able to actually wall a lot more Pokemon than a regular Sizzle will be able to do. It still has access to that defog, U-turn, all those good little moves. And I think the big thing about it, though, is that with Mega Sizzle, it is just a lot easier to have that kind of bulky setup sweeper compared to being a regular Sizzle, which doesn't have the ideal defenses that you require. Sure, you have that 4 times fire weakness, but you can easily play around that. He could pick up a flash fire Pokemon. He could pick up a bulky water, a dragon. It's very easy to mitigate Sizzle's weaknesses while still having a very, very strong steel type for your team.
That is true, but we learned last season in the GBA that it is not easy to hide being able to destroy Mega Scizor. Hashtag gift giving regular Scizor that 1v1'd it with natural gift fire. So it's like it's easy to mask fire coverage, whereas at least you can run Aqua Berry with Scizor, even though that's obviously it's not the best. It will only help you live 1, but there should be no situation where a regular Scizor can 1v1 a Mega Scizor.
Yeah,
I don't know. I agree. All I'm saying is that Mega Sizzle isn't bad. It doesn't sound. It's not as bad as you guys think it might be. That's all I'm saying.
Okay, so we're
No,
gonna
and
move on.
I'm not even saying it's a bad Pokemon. I just think it's, again, not a first round.
So we're gonna move on to the
Wait,
next.
hold on, people. I see Aki on the stream. He is here. He is alive. Hello, Aki.
Get him to join.
VGC, your horse.
All right,
Ooh,
Spencer,
and
welcome
the
back
next
to you
pick.
with your next pick, and the next pick is up. Moving on. Speaking
By
to
the bee's knees.
Yes, Adam the Bee's Knees picks up.
Hey,
a
Adam.
bug, ironically, coach of the
Adam,
Kansas City
are you here?
Cuckoos.
Adam.
Yes, explain
Adam.
to us Genesect.
He's offline.
He's RIP. All right, well, we'll explain to you Genesect then. Because
It's not Charizard. It's Scissor's big brother.
essentially, yeah.
With
So-
way more coverage. Hello?
True, but it is kind of stuck to that a single item syndrome in my mind, and this is the reason why we allowed it in the format in the first place. Because if you want that water coverage, you have to give it a Douse Drive, giving you the inability to run Aqua Berry. If you want Aqua Berry, you don't have water coverage, so it's kind of a double-edged sword on that. It's got incredible power with download, but in the same respect, you're gonna have to run a mixed set if you want to take advantage of that.
I mean, the whole thing about the Aqua Barrier holding yourself from coverage, Genesect's coverage is too crazy to not be able to cover itself. Like, you're like, oh, let me send in my Genesect check with it in Power Fire, and then he has the necessary coverage move to bop you before you come.
While that may be true, once again, I will say this though: Genesect is, like I said, it's really good offensively. Speed-wise, is actually kind of subpar. It's only base 99.
Yeah, base 99, which means that basically all the pixies like Victini outspeed it straight up.
And on top of that, base 91, I believe, in the defenses are kind of meh. Hydreigon's got better defenses than that. And I mean, a Scarf Hydreigon could click Flamethrower and kill it. So,
The big thing though that people forget about Genesect, which I think is going to make it a serious threat in this league, is the fact that it gets access to a move called Shift Gear. Now, for those of you who don't know what Shift Gear is, it's basically like Dragon Dance, except instead of getting +1 speed, you get +2 speed, which basically means your speed doubles and your attack is raised by 1, and that can turn Genesect into an absolute. As if it wasn't scary enough, it basically gives Genesect more speed than any unscarfed Pokemon in the game. So that turns it into a terrifying thing. And with download, possibly giving you another attack boost, you're looking at a +2/+2 freaking Genesect sitting in front of you, being like, well, what now?
Yeah, and you can run it mix set too, which is
Mhm.
terrifying. You can't even plan for it.
Exactly. Now, a Pokemon that you can use to plan for it, ironically, is the next Pokemon that RG the Awesome, the coach of the New York Metagross, picked up Volcanion as his first pick.
Yep. That's see, this is the kind of thing that would pair great with Mega Sizzle or with Genesect, but RG has swooped in like the majestic eagle that he is to grab Volcanion, which is a very, very terrifying Pokemon in this format. I honestly think by the end, I'm calling this right now at the start of this, by the end of this season, Volcanion will get banned.
Is RG here by chance?
Hashtag blame RG. Now RG's been MIA for a while,
Okay.
but fortunately enough, he gave us his picks, so it's not like he's gonna hold anything up. And I mean, how do you feel about this snag, fellas? I mean, this is Volcanion's inaugural season into league format in general. It just got let into the GBA. We're allowing it now, not to copy the GBA, just because we finally have another Mon to throw into the pool. That's how I felt about it.
Now,
Well, look, in my opinion, there's only one thing that can wall a Volcanion, and that's a bulky water type, because the best thing Volcanion has to hit them is Hidden Power Grass. Any other typing, Volcanion has the coverage to destroy them.
exactly. And
So here's my problem with Volcanion though, is the only thing that it's gonna use is a Choice Scarf. That's it. Like, so you automatically know
I don't
going in.
I don't know if I
The-
agree with
I'm
that.
pretty. I would say Choice Specs is the thing he's going to use the most.
I actually would opt for an Assault Vest. And the only reason I say that is because it's only got base 90 special defense. With a base 120 in defense, that Assault Vest pretty much puts it on par with that. And that could make it just sit in front of things for days and hit things. And then with Water Absorb, be switching on the right thing, you got some recovery on top of that. So, I mean, you could run it a lot of different ways. I mean, everybody thinks that just because it's got base 70 speed, it's automatically going to be scarfed. But you don't need it to be a fast hitter. It can be a bulky hitter as well.
And I think that's what's really good is the fact that people don't know what kind of Volcanion set RNG is going to bring each week, and that makes it even more terrifying to deal with.
It's got ridiculous coverage too with things like Flash Cannon, Earth Power, Sludge Wave.
I mean,
this thing is
to be
crazy.
fair, RG is a horse, so he might just create his own item.
That's true, and it's called the Horse Totem, and it makes it Horse type, and it dies.
I was actually thinking it was going to be the Horse Specs, which makes all moves do -3.
Oh yeah, people, the deal still stands. If he drafts Palpitoad, I will murder him.
That is true. that is true. And speaking of,
Yeah, but real talk though, Palpitoad actually pairs really nicely with Volcanion.
that is funny. And speaking of
Hey, young Aki's pick, huh? What is his first pick?
Aki's first pick is Hoopa Unbound, another Pokemon we have started in the suspect test.
He might not be able to come through and say some things, but he did leave me a bunch of explanations as far as the stuff he picked if he was able to get it. So, do you guys want me to go off of why he has Hoop Unbound?
I do
Yeah,
want
go ahead.
Go for it,
I
man.
want to hear this.
All right, so I'm about to paraphrase for him right now. He said on his big board, after Metagross and Lando Eye, his number 3 was Hoopa Unbound. Obviously, both of those have been sniped, so he went for Hoopa. And he said it's pretty OP in the draft format because of its insane coverage and even better offensive stats. Best wall breaker in the game, although it's too slow to be a late game sweeper. It beats defensive cores easily and opens the door for something else to sweep. So a very good analysis as to why he drafted Hoopa Unbound. I appreciate the detail, Aki. You are a champion, and I can't wait to see what you bring this season.
And if And now we're at the end of round 1, and we are going to be looking at everyone's picks real quick, and I kind of want to look at, what was the star pick of this.
Oh wait,
Can we just
hold on, people, hold on. Verd, you have a fan in the Twitch chat, Dundeal45. I don't know if you remember him from when we were streaming that time.
Oh, of course I remember Dundeal45.
But he says hello, my friend.
Hello, it's good to hear from you again, Dundeal.
Shout out to Dundeal, by the way, because he subscribed to my channel and he recently commented on my video. I will never forget you, Dundeal.
Before we go over all the picks of this round, can we just take a second to actually talk about Hooper Unbound? Because obviously Aki's explained it pretty well, but I don't think people understand just how freaking broken Hooper is.
160.
It might not be the fastest. Yeah, it might not be the fastest Pokemon you've ever seen, but it has better attack plus special attack than Kieran Black. Like, Kieran Black is 170 attack, 120 special attack. I believe Hooper is 160 attack, 170 special attack.
Yep, that's correct.
And it has ridiculous coverage. It can basically just spam knockoff because it also has access to gunk shots, so the fairies aren't safe. It has the psychic moves, the dark moves. It has so many options. It is going to be an annoying thing.
But
the big thing,
elemental punches.
And as far as everyone dropping follows on my channel, I'm getting the notifications on my phone. Thank you very much. Normally, the Twitch alert would pop up, but I turned that off just so that it wouldn't pop up every time somebody drops a follow and mess with the stream, the flow of the stream, because that can get annoying when we're trying to get some stuff done. As Trev hops in and says Hoopa is bad. So
the one thing that does make Hooper bad is, well, two things, sorry. It's a bit slow, and it has that big 4 times weakness to bug, and a lot of Pokemon can learn U-turn and outspeed it.
And
Yeah,
I believe
you can
I actually believe
a bug move
Yeah.
on him, and he'll die.
I believe actually Mega Sizzle is faster than Hooper. Don't quote me on that because I don't know if Hooper's base 80 or base 70 speed. I can't
Hoopa's
remember.
base 80.
Hoopa's base 80. I'm looking at it right now.
Yeah, Hoopa's base 80.
Rip
And
Sizzle.
the thing that makes it terrible is that it's got base 60 defense. But don't forget, if you try to go for a signal beam on this thing, base 130 special defense is nothing to sneeze at.
Yeah.
So
Wait,
No,
hold on. Let's give Hoopa some credit, though it is slow. Remember,
we have.
other mons that are as slow as it but can't hit as hard. Hashtag Mammal Swine. Hashtag Mega Altaria. And Mammal Swine hits like a freaking truck. So, I mean, just think of Hoopa Unbound and Mammal Swine's place. That's ridiculous.
No, for sure. I think.
Go ahead.
I think this Pokemon is a fabulous wall breaker, but you have to have an entire team built around it to support.
Yeah, and also
I feel as if Aki leads off with Hoopa on most of his games, he's gonna get a kill.
Oh yeah, easily.
He's gonna get a kill. Because if he leads with it, it's not something you'd expect to be a lead. He leads with it, clicks hyperspace, whatever, and down goes Frazier. Nobody wants to.
I like that plan, except if he's facing Adam and Adam leads with Genesect. Then it's just Rip Hooper.
Oh yeah, true. Adam is the bee's knees. His knees are always in the ground, people. So be aware.
True. Now, say this also.
Kind of recapping the first round. Are we going to recap the first round now?
Yes, now we're going to recap the first round. And so, obviously, you see everyone's picks here. You've seen them here for a while, but
I mean, this first round was amazing. Everything was drafted suspect text-wise, except Protean Greninja and the Lotties. So, I mean, I don't even know what my favorite pick would be. I love Mega Metagross. I love Lando I even love the Genesect and the Volcanion and the Hoopa. My least favorite pick would probably have to be... I can't even say Hippowdon, but just because maybe he took Hippowdon in spite of the person taking Zard X just to destroy it. So, I mean, I just don't like Mega Scizor. Sorry, Spencer.
We love you,
I'm
Spencer.
going to say Mega Metagross is the best pick out of the bunch there, to be fair. In this format, it is so hard to wall.
That's true.
So, definitely going to be an
agree
issue.
with you. I said I 100% agree with you. If anyone watched last season of the GBA with not GBA, whichever
UCL.
one it was, UCL.
So UCL with Adrian Metagross.
I mean, he ran shop over everyone. I mean, it was crazy.
To be fair, the one guy right now that I'm looking at the teams that has the best chance of dealing with it is either Spencer because Mega Scizor is actually a decent Mega Metagross check, or Max because Hippowdon can tank a Meteor Mash plus an Ice Punch and can just wreck Metagross's life with Earthquake.
That is true. Yeah, let's say all these picks were phenomenal. Now we're about to start into the next leg of or the second round of the draft. Are you guys ready? Because at any moment that pick could come through, and we got to be ready to discuss it. And Aki, and in case you guys who are watching don't know, this is snake style format of the draft. So now we're going backwards the way from we came. So Aki gets the first pick in this round. And speaking of, that pick has actually come
Mr.
through.
Mr. Mega Beedrill, if you were not aware, I run a league called the PMC, and this is the D-League. Season 1 just passed. This is the D-League of that. Yes, we are doing the draft for the D-League, as D-Pad just said to you.
And the first pick in the draft, or the first pick of round 2, the Portland Crowpats take Landorus Therian.
Lando T, the OU best Pokemon ever.
So much for that bug weakness on Hooper, eh?
I know, right? I mean, seriously, this Pokemon is a great pair for Hoopa, and just takes all the coverage that it needs, pretty much.
Yo, can we
Can
take a second to look at Hoopa's hands, just touching everything, just fondling everyone right now.
Gosh. Oh my goodness.
One big thing to kind of note, though, I think, is the fact that Lando with U-turn can basically bait in a lot of stuff that Hooper can just straight up bop, which is really, really effective. It can come in on stuff that threatens Hooper too, but the big draw card, I think, is the fact that with the Volt turn, it does allow Hooper to come in on a lot of Pokemon that it can just easily just destroy or can start breaking down walls. So I think it's really smart of Aki to be going with that Volturn core to pair with a powerhouse like Hoopa. I think it's very good, very strong.
I mean, I'll say this now. I have Hoopa Unbound in the league, and I have 4 or 5 Volturners, and it's made that so much easier to get Hoopa in, just smack something, get it out, bring in.
Well, and that's what I was saying, is that with Hoopa Unbound, you have to have an entire team.
And I think he's doing well so far to build. Even this second pick, this is a great pick for him to start that out. And we're actually, it looks like we're on to the next pick, and it looks like RG and the New York Metagross take Cresselia as their next pick to pair with that Volcanion.
Ew.
I love
Ew.
Am I the only one who loves this Pokemon? Oh my gosh.
I love Cresselia.
Ew.
It
I love
walls
it.
that ground weakness Volcanion has. It walls every weakness Volcanion has, essentially, because it's a fat wall Moonduck. I mean,
and everyone talks about how broken it is, but I mean, if you come prepared for it, you can deal with it.
seriously, it's not that broken. It's just fat.
It's just fat. That's pretty much what it is.
Can I just say something?
Besides
Ew.
I say besides
Ew. Dude, this thing is disgustingly annoying to deal with. Sure, if you have the right wall breakers, aka a Hooper, you can deal with it. But it is such a frustrating Pokemon to go up against because although it only has 8 Moonlights, it can just easily set up Carmines. It can Thunder Wave. It has really good coverage in Moonblast, Ice Beam, and Psychic, stuff like that. And it's a very frustrating one to go up against because it just walls so much. It actually only a banded Victini V-Create can 2 KO Cresselia, but even if it does, Crest can just go then for a Thunder Wave before it kills it, and then banded Victini is basically rendered useless. So
well, I think with Volcanion, it's actually a really good pick because if you do run Volcanion bulky enough to survive some hits, then you can swap Cresselia in, wear other stuff down, and you can you can heal up Volcanion. Move it is right off the top of my head. Moonlight?
Luna Dance.
Yeah, Lunar
Also,
Dance.
the thing is, with the Thunder Wave on, with the Thunder Wave on Crest 2, that does allow Volcanion to outspeed things that it maybe normally wouldn't have outsped, meaning you don't have to run the Scarf.
Yeah. So having that speed control, and even if he doesn't run Thunder Wave, Icy Wind comes from Cresselia. You can learn that too, and so that's just as dangerous in my opinion to get rid of that speed. So this is a good pairing with Volcanion for sure. Now, I will say once again, both of these Pokemon are kind of slowish, and if you're not running Trick Room or if you're not running Icy Wind or some kind of speed control, RG looks like he's gonna have a tough time so far, just outspeeding things. But I mean, that's just to come with the rest of the picks. We have 9 more picks to go. So, and we're actually getting a second pick in from Adam at the Bee's Knees and the Kansas City Cocoonies.
Can you hear me?
Let Adam come
Yeah.
through and talk about his pick. The Bee's Knees has arrived.
Can you hear me first of all?
Yes.
Yes, we can.
Yes.
Okay. I don't know how this Discord works. So
Adam, talk, you horse.
Talk about
So-
Latias.
okay. Latias.
No, he wants to talk about Genesect as well. He's here. It says his mic is working. Talk.
Okay. Genesect is a lot better than what Tyler said. I can run any coverage
Not
I want
squeak.
out the drive.
Talk.
What?
Huh?
What?
Sound
Who's-
here.
Dude,
He was talking just fine.
He can't.
Yeah, he
be
sounds
here
fine.
sounding like a rubber duck.
I'm talking, right?
Yeah.
yeah, you're talking fine. We hear you fine. J-Specs is just a horse.
No, I literally can't hear him.
Getting,
J-Specs is a hack.
I don't know.
Wait, but everyone else can hear me, right?
Yeah, I
Yes.
can hear you.
Well, I mean, if Tyler can hear you, then that's the most important thing, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's coming through.
Tyler, you're a horse.
That's
So,
Okay,
Genesect,
so yeah, talk
dude,
about Genesect. Okay.
Ice Beam, Flamethrower, Flash Cannon, Bug Buzz, Iron Head, U-Turn, Blaze Kick, a bunch of other shenanigans. I don't even need one of those filthy Douse drives to destroy a Volcanion, dude. Genesect is by far the best Pokemon in this league. Better than Hoopa, I can one-shot that bitch. I can one-shot a lot of things with Genesect, and I didn't even know that when I was running Calcs. Genesect can just kill everything. So I paired Genesect with a Latias because of Healing Wish, because Genesect can't heal itself, especially with a Shift Gear plus Sub. A Healing Wish would be nice to go into that. Latias is also a great defogger for hazard control, and it just nukes things with Draco Meteor as well, adding on to pressure, where Genesect can just U-turn out into my other things. And J-Specs, can you hear me still?
Yeah, no, I can hear you now. I don't know. Discord likes to bug out, even though everybody says it's so much better than Skype.
You just
I
have
literally
first
couldn't hear anything.
Yeah, so those are my two picks. I mean, I think it's a pretty good core. U-turn and then a dragon type. So what else can you have?
I mean, I definitely.
Well,
agree with
all he
the
needs
core.
now is a fairy. All he needs now is a fairy,
seriously,
boys. He
I
knows
don't-
that fairy dragon still cool.
I definitely agree with you having that core. That core is really nice so far, and I really like it actually. And
Yeah, you got a really nice special wall in Latias and then
mhm,
Healing Wish, your Genesect.
exactly.
That combination is
And we
terrifying.
We have the next pick in. Thank you for talking about that pick there, Adam, and
No
for calling
problem.
me
I
a
guess I'll
horse.
come back when it's my turn.
And we are here in the next pick.
Yeah.
Spencer and the Washington Talonflames have chosen Gengar as our second pick of the draft. That is definitely.
Wait, this is seeming a lot similar to another person who drafted Mega Scizor and Gengar.
Well, is Spencer here? I want to see if we can get him in.
The suspense is killing me.
Spencer. Let me see if he's here.
Man, listen to
Can
that
you
furious
hear-
typing, guys. Listen to that furious typing.
You better be listening to that furious typing. It's horse typing. My hooves are loud.
Hey, man. Yeah, you clipper-clopping with your hooves.
Cloppity clop clop.
Clippity-clop, gonna take out shit.
No,
Cop.
okay, let's.
No, no.
No, oh. Tell. Let's see.
Is Spencer, one thing that I did was that, like, one way I had it to work is if Spencer hasn't verified his email, I had to verify my email and then it was all good.
Ah.
Well, actually, no, not verifying the email. I actually got the desktop version of Discord and that helped too.
So yeah, I have the desktop version of it. It sounds. It
That
looks
allows you to adjust your sound.
Like, it looks like Spencer is here, but he's not here. Oh, he can hear me.
He can hear us, he just can't talk.
Okay. No, we can't hear you, Spencer. We know.
Are you muted, you horse? No, he's not muted.
No, he's not muted. He said your Discord sucks. Oh, Dolphin has arrived
Yeah.
here too, but we'll get to him when his pick comes. So
Wait, the Dolph is
Dolphin.
here?
yeah, he's here. He'll.
The Dolph.
Good
so
old
any-
Dolph Ziggler.
Well, anyway, since Spencer's Discord is currently bugging out like a horse, we're gonna discuss.
All right, let's just talk about Gengar.
Let's
just
talk about
Gengar, 'cause
Gengar Mega
it is okay. It's not the best combo. They don't really help each other out that much, but they are two very threatening offensive Pokemon. I think that's like the big thing. And like Gengar obviously is a really good spin blocker. It can deal with a lot of the rapid spinners actually in the format, so that's quite nice.
Mhm.
And access to strong Ghost and Poison Stab is very, very good, especially since Steel now does not resist Ghost. It's pretty nice for Gengar. I don't know if it really pairs with Scizor, but
We'll have to see
wait
how
and
his
see.
draft goes for
Yeah.
the rest of
Yeah.
this.
I feel like this is like a good offensive core because Mega Scizor's got a ridiculous attack stat and Gengar's got a ridiculous special attack stat, and Gengar's got pretty good speed. What, base 110, I think. Outspeed.
110.
It's crazy. Like Gengar's a really good offensive mon. Mega Scizor's a really good offensive mon. I mean, I feel like he went for offense first, and is probably going to pull some defense later in the draft. But and speaking of offense, the Maximum Charizards in their second pick take Alakazam, regular Alakazam.
Yo, can we get some love for the 2 Gen 1 OPs
That's
dropping through back to back?
That's true.
See, I don't mind Alakazam being paired with something like Hippowdon because obviously with Magic Guard, it's not going to take the Sandstorm damage, so that's not too bad. Again, it's just a
Life
combo.
Orb on it.
Yeah, they don't really. I mean, it's another one where like these two don't really pair well with each other. But obviously, we have like 9 more picks that he has after this, so obviously he has time to piece all of it together. But he has a very solid defensive wall, and he has a very, very solid offensive Pokemon. Alakazam is really, really good in this format, especially with that Magic Guard ability. That's like the big draw card of it.
Or if you knew you were going up against a Pokemon that had maybe even something like Mega Sableye that has Fake Out, you could bring, I don't know, an Inner Focus Alakazam, which would be hilarious. But at the same time, I mean, no flinching, you can smack it with a Dazzling Gleam instantly. And Mega Alakazam's got ridiculous special attack and base 120 speed is amazing. So this thing can do a lot of stuff. And then, I mean, it's just crazy what kind of stuff it gets.
It's a really good pick.
I certainly think so. And I mean, we'll have to see what else Max picks for the rest of his picks because I know he's got a good. He talked to me about his setup and he wants to have a good roster and it would pair pretty well if he gets any of this stuff. But the Windsor Weaviles and Evil Orso have chosen their second Pokemon, and I am very, very, very sickened by this pick. But he chooses Clefable to pair with his Victini.
Ooh.
I mean,
Good lord.
Orso kind of looks like a Clefable.
That's true, and Orso is here, if I'm not mistaken.
Hey, yo, Orso, you want to talk about your pick home skillet biscuit?
J-Specs, you sounded so camp right then.
It's true.
Orso?
Orso, are you here? Orso?
I'm not, to be fair. Like, I think
he's
Sylveon is good at wall breaking, but I think that Clefable is just such a good utility Pokemon. I'm actually surprised Clefable didn't go round 1, to be fair. I know we have all these new other picks that could get picked up, but I'm very surprised that Clefable was taken. It's not really like super late in the draft, but still, this thing not only does it have access to Calm Mind, Thunderbolt, Flamethrower, Moonblast, amazing coverage moves. It has the rocks. It has so many options. It has 2 amazing abilities. First, you got Magic Guard, which basically means it doesn't get.
Yeah.
It can't take burn damage.
Only when their turn pops up, though.
True. Yeah.
Make that. And D-Pad, did you get my DM? Ryan says so that the most people can see the tweets about the picks. Make sure to put don't just start the tweet with at this person.
Okay.
Put the or something or with the next pick and then at them just so that more people see the pick.
Yeah.
He told me that before when I was tweeting out stuff on the league. But yeah, well, I mean, people, now that you heard that, shout outs to D-Pad Gamer for holding down the Twitch for the stream, people, and letting you guys know what is popping.
Very, very true. He's doing a phenomenal job of getting notifications left and right about it.
Shout outs to D-Pad Gamer for holding down the.
Hey, can you guys hear me?
Shout outs to that echo. Hello, guys.
Yo, Spencer, what's up, man?
Spencer's actually live.
Yeah, I got it figured out now, I think.
Yeah.
Sorry,
Oh,
sorry, I'll
Orso's
leave.
here.
I'm sorry.
No, you're good. Orso says he's here and he wants to talk about his. I think he said he wants to talk about his pick. Orso, can you get over into? Can you hear us first off?
Did he leave?
He's in the wrong chat, dude. He's in the wrong chat.
Oh goodness. Okay, someone needs to send him the.
Dundale looking for CJ too.
Let's see.
Dundale's got a hit list right now.
Dundale is just a homie, yo. He supports the squad.
Goodness gracious. Okay.
Homeo and Spectulette.
Here, let me see if I can get a hold of them real fast. Orso, are you here? Hello? So you have to move up to the other chat if you want to be able to talk.
And the fact that it also has unaware, which is like setup sweepers can go suck a dick. It's
Let's
very
shout
good.
out to the fact that you just cut me off like a horse.
Yeah, I did do that.
Get wrecked, you horse.
Yeah, sorry,
Get
buddy.
booted, you jabroni. I got the power. Hello, I am
Hey
He-Man.
man! You don't need a boo boo.
Hey,
Yo, who?
Oh wait, it's Young Orso.
It
Young
is Young
Orso
Orso.
is here. Evil Orso, do you feel like talking?
yeah. So about my pick, I picked Clefable because I feel like it complements Victini perfectly.
Okay.
Victini covers its weaknesses perfectly, so those two really work interchangeably because a strong physical attacker and a bulky special attacker, which really does work great for me.
Yeah, I mean, that pretty much summed that up. I mean, it's definitely a good thought process, and I definitely see where you're going with it. I'm anxious to see what else you draft. We do have to move on for time's sake, and we do have arguably my favorite Mega in the format being drafted next by the Baltimore Orioles and their coach choice CJ. He grabs Mega Sableye. It warms my heart to see such a beautiful Pokemon chosen.
And anyone who will say that this Pokemon is not good needs to go watch every single episode of Age, because he just destroys everyone with this.
If you want to see, I mean, I have it in another league as well, and this thing is taking lives. It's scaring the mess out of people. People tend to over prep for Mega Sableye, and it makes for, well, first off, hazard bouncing, status bouncing, all that stuff is just crazy. Magic Bounce is an amazing ability for this thing. And on top of that, base 115 defense and 125 special defense, or it's the other way around, something like that. 125 defense, 115 special defense is crazy good. Then its ability to Calm Mind, and it gets Metal Burst, it gets Shadow Sneak, it gets Fake Out, Sucker Punch, it gets all sorts of priority. I mean, this thing can do a lot of stuff. I mean, I could ramble about it for days because it's one of my it's my favorite Mega to use in the format, and it's arguably one of the better ones.
And it's hard to prep for too because I've seen it run physical.
Yeah.
Rare, but you can do it.
It gets Power Up Punch, so you could definitely do it.
I've actually seen someone on another league use it with a baton passing sword stance.
Wow, that'd be beautiful. I wish I had a baton passer on my roster that I could use that with. But yeah, no, it definitely gets physical. It gets knockoff, so it definitely makes that useful. I mean, it gets knockoff, Shadow Sneak, Shadow Claw. It gets the elemental punches, except for Thunder Punch. But even still, it's ridiculous. But
although it does have to fear my favorite.
That is true. Which would be what, by the way?
Megalopony.
Hey, shoutouts to alcohol.
You know that's right. What you chugging?
Because
oops, rip me.
No, not me. Unfortunately, it's not me, but a good friend of ours is indeed indisposed and unable to talk about his picks.
Which certain friend of ours?
A certain person with Hoopa Unbound.
Oh, that makes sense. He's German. Anyway.
Hey, don't bust on my people.
Hey, bruh. Yo, Aki, man. If only I could join you, bruh. If I can join you, Hey, shoutouts to Kai, Alcoholic Gamer Boy, with the next pick of Rotom Wash to pair with his Charizard X.
This is a beautiful pickup. I mean,
I think it's the best synergy I've seen on it far.
Exactly. So far, that is like my favorite synergy. It counters every single one of Zardex's weaknesses, just about. And I mean, it's defensive as mess. It can be offensive as well. And I mean, it's immune to ground. And oh man, this thing is crazy good.
Shoutouts to the Bee's Knees for that epic mistyping of alcohol, my friend.
I think he's already gotten into it.
The Bee's Knees.
I think this is the really good thing as well about Rotom pairing with Zardex is because Rotom is going to bait in a lot of grass types, and you can just easily Volt Switch against those grass types, and then you just get the free switch that we were talking about into that Zardex to get that free Mega Evolution off, which is really good for him. It just gives him that opportunity to get a pretty safe Mega Evolution off against a Pokemon that definitely does not want to stay in against a Charizard, and gives him a lot of momentum.
And with the Volt turn, or the Volt Switch, he can come right in.
Yeah, exactly. Like I said, this Pokemon is a crazy good Pokemon, and that's one of the reasons why it's tier 1 is just because it's so versatile. It's such a good wall, but it can also be such a great offensive mon too. I mean, its special attack stat is just as good as its defenses, which makes it.
I have always been a fan of the trick set, being able to like trick an opponent like a Choice Specs or a Choice Scarf just really deters one of their walls, like Cresselia, for example, coming in against Rotom, and would be giving a Choice Scarf for the rest of the battle would suck.
Now, I will say Cresselia also gets tricked, so. But anyway, we're going to move on to the next pick, and if Dolphin is here to discuss his pick, he chose the one, the only Protean Greninja. And while I will say that it is technically a tier 0 mon, for the purposes of requirements for your draft, it does count as a tier 1, but for points it counts as a tier 0. So
Dolphin is, I think, here. I don't know.
He's in the Skype chat. Hold on.
Let me see if I can get a hold of him.
Welcome back, everyone, to the Super Soul Silver Randomizer Dice Lot.
It is a fabulous Pokemon. It is insane.
Oh my goodness, you're not.
Especially with Protean, like.
If we can get Dolphin to, actually, I want to see if we can get him to get his Discord working. Maybe he can join up and discuss why he chose young.
Oh, hail the magic conch.
Oh, tell Dolphin to get into the other chat because he's listening to Orso watch
well, right
Soul
chat,
Randomizer.
you horse.
So, for anyone who doesn't know, the Torrent Greninja by itself is actually a really good Pokemon, just because of its speed and its moves and all of its move tutors that it can learn. But the fact that we're running a Protean Greninja, it makes it almost impossible to.
Yeah, it's a crazy versatile Pokemon, and especially because we're allowing Oras Greninja or Oras Protean Greninja, it's gonna make it crazy difficult to prep for. It can get Gunk Shot. It can get, I mean, all sorts.
Yeah, nothing is safe. Basically, there's nothing that's safe.
Hello, Rip. Is everyone still alive?
Yeah, we're still alive.
Yep, we're all here.
Oh, okay, no, it just went to like dead silence.
See, yeah, we're trying to see if we can get Dolphin in here, but it doesn't look like he's live. We need to get him.
I think we need Lapaka.
Hang on.
Oh, you guys wouldn't even know that show. Never mind.
What show?
It was a show back in Australia called Flipper and Lapaka.
Oh my gosh.
Well, you know a good show that you don't know about, Verd?
Mr. Rogers.
Yeah.
No. Legends of the Hidden Temple.
Ah, Dolphin has arrived to the right chat. Hey, let's see, is he here? Can you speak, Dolphin?
Hello. Can you hear me?
Young Dolphin
Hey,
Finally, I was trying to figure out how to get in.
Talk about your picks, you horse.
Okay, I'm not exactly watching a stream, so is that Greninja just now?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
And you horse, why aren't
yes.
you watching the stream? I'm about to link it to you again.
Oh, hold up. Let me see if I can open it up.
You just open it up and keep it on mute while you talk to us. Otherwise, you're going to be talking to yourself.
That's true. How many people are watching? Wow, there is quite a few people.
Yeah. Let me take
Okay. Greninja. Yep, I'm all set up.
Okay, so Tell us about first. I want to know your thought process behind Mega Pterodactyl.
Why are you chopping wood?
That's also
because he's not chopping it. Horse.
Chopping wood.
That
Really?
just sounded like you were chopping wood.
Sorry, that was me.
Bird, why are you chopping wood?
Because I do what I want, J-Specs.
Because he's a horse and he likes to chew on it.
Oh,
Yeah, man. It's better than sugar cubes.
Sugar cube. Sugar
Okay.
cube.
Anyway, Dolphin. Tell us a bit about Greninja, man.
Greninja, huh? Well, to be honest, did someone actually pick a Charizard just now?
They picked one a few minutes ago. Yeah, it was someone's first pick. It was Zardex.
Yeah, so well, I decided to bring Greninja because he's fast, he's very versatile considering that Protean is on, and he can be able to deal damage no matter whether or not it's Focus Sash or any other. I think it also uses Life Orb according to just hold up.
Dolphin done lost his train of thought. Chopping all that wood.
True.
Well, people are going to hate me for using Greninja now. I mean, there is a reason why he's Ubers. That Protean ability is really, really difficult to play around with.
That is that's very true. Playing around the fact that you're just pretty much making everything stab and making everything, just
My mom.
Yeah.
yeah. Mm,
Or it could actually set up spikes if it wants to.
That's true. It does get quite the bit of hazard stacking there.
It's
Spikes
very
into-
versatile.
Yes, very. Well, Dolphin, thank you for talking about this pick. We're actually going to move on to the next one, and we're going to see that finally, after a bit of deliberation, Trev and the coach of the Atlanta Braviaries has chosen Kieran Black to pair with his Landorus Incarnate.
Good lord.
Yeah.
Good lord. Trev, if you were here, man,
I think
good
he is here,
lord.
actually. So, Trev the King.
Unmute your microphone. He needs to unmute his microphone.
Trev,
first.
unmute your mic, you horse, and please.
Treve. That's what I always spam when I need to get in a hold of him. Treve, if you don't get in this chat, boy, I tell you what.
Trev.
Up.
Trev.
I think Adam's trying to call him a penile.
Oh my gosh.
And going forward, I want to try to move this on a little bit longer. So everybody, let's send your picks a little bit faster. Let's get this moving. We don't need this to be 6 hours. I don't want to rip midway through.
That's true. But I will say this: that Kieran Black and
I think Trev's here now. I think Trev is actually here. Trev, can you hear us?
Trev.
Trev the Kind. Treve. Well, he might. To be fair, he might not be showing up because I told him I was going to make him walk the plank for not naming.
He's literally in the Discord chat. He's just not talking. Anyway, whatever. Like, the thing is, Kieran Black plus Landorus Incarnate is freaking terrifying because, like, Trev is here. Trev, talk.
I am here.
Finally.
Discord keeps trying to brick my phone, so I'm finally here. Discord does not like my phone, so I basically just closed all my apps. Now it's working. Yeah.
It's hard to close apps with a hoof.
Huh?
Yeah. But Kieran Black is Kieran Black. That's basically.
Hold on, you horse! You can't come in here and act like you didn't just draft Kieran Black to go a Landorus side. You better get hype before you really have to walk the plank.
I don't know. It's kind of hard to get hype when you draft things like this all the time.
Oh, he said his drafting skills are A1.
Oh my. All right, well, I'm very anxious to see what the rest of your draft has to show. I mean, this is literally self-explanatory with Kieran Black and Lando I.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
I just really like Kieran Black as a mon. Like I've used it before, and I've used it twice. One season it won an MVP. The other season it got 1 kill. So I'm hoping it kind of repeats its success in the MVP season, but we'll have to see. Lando I and Kieran Black are fantastic offensive partners.
If only Stab X 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 was here to talk about your pick, my friend, because he'd surely love it.
Yeah, he would. He'd be like, "Oh my God, Trev, you're the best battler ever."
Yeah, he'd be like, "Oh my God, go Treve, go Treve."
Rip. Oh my gosh. All right, well, thank you, Trev, for discussing and hanging around, because we'll probably call on you again when your next pick comes up. But we do have the next pick in the draft up. Jack the Miendoge and the Maryland Mien Chows take Talonflame as their next pick to go with Stormy.
Boo.
I hate
the Mien Donut gets Talon.
As much as I hate Talonflame playing it in the normal ladder, I've actually used it in one league before, and only one league before. And it actually put in some decent work.
Shout out to the guy that commented on my team prep video saying awesome battle where there was no battle.
Rip. No, this Pokemon gets a lot better coverage than people give it credit for. Everyone goes Brave Bird and Flame, or what is it? Flare Blitz? I don't even run Talonflame anymore. Flare Blitz, Roost, and U-Turn maybe, or something to kind of have a little coverage or whatever it is. Does anybody remember that this thing gets Natural Gift?
Oh my goodness!
That's the big thing. Natural Gift is the big thing about Talonflame. It is a surefire way that like freaking Heatran is not going to be an issue because you can just run Natural Gift Ground off that thing straight up and get rid of it. It is very, very underrated.
I mean, I did that in one league as well. When I had Talonflame, I actually ran Natural Gift Ground for the Heatran and bought that thing. It was great. It was beautiful. But this thing is, it can be versatile. And I mean, it can be a decent fairy check. It gets Steel Wing by level up. So, I mean, this thing is not in terrible shape. And the only reason, and I will say that the only reason that it's any good as far as attacking wise is just because of priority flying moves. Because base 81 attack is not very good.
No, although it is still pretty fast.
Yes,
I mean, it's faster than most of the other starter bird.
Oh, incredibly fast. I mean, it's got base 126 speed? 122 speed?
6.
Something around that.
And obviously the big thing as well is it's another Pokemon that requires a very good spinner or a defogger on the team if you want to continually use it very effectively.
Exactly. Having it with Starmie is incredible because of the fact that Starmie is walled by grass types and Talonflame is quad resistant grass types, as well as Starmie being a rapid spinner for Talonflame, which is amazing.
I mean, the current issue for Jack's team is just the fact that it is very electric weak right now. I'm sure he will find a way to mitigate that.
I'm sure he will.
All right, people, hold on. People. Let's try to refrain from going in depth with our analysis of the picks until we get to the end of the round. That way we won't sit here for 10 hours.
True.
No offense to any of you, it's just we did that before and we were here for like 6 and everyone ripped. So I want to get this done in a good amount of time, and your input is indeed needed, but yeah. Real VIP number 4, the PMC is the league called the Pokemon Masters Cup that I run. I created it along with my friend Tyler, the Fontaine Base. I don't know why I just said it like that.
Fontaine Base.
The Fontaine